Hey there, welcome to the Man of Recaps. I think we are live. We're doing checking over on the stream on YouTube, making sure it's connected. Because I'm coming to you right now through the Tally TV app. It's pretty exciting. We're doing an interactive Game of Thrones prediction game show right now. It's going to be pretty fun. Is everyone over there looking good on that end? You guys can see me on YouTube. Very cool. We have some contestants in the house. I'm going to do that, show you them right now. Say hi, guys. Hey. Hey. They'll talk more in a second. What you guys can do now, the way this is going to work, this is a new app, Tally TV. I'm one of the first YouTubers to get to try it out, so it's fun. You guys get to vote. I'm going to post some questions of predictions for the upcoming episode here. Should be a big episode. Should be a fun one. A lot's going to go down. The Battle of King's Landing. And then you guys get to vote on what you think is going to happen. Then these two fools get to guess, they put in their predictions. Whoever has the audience agrees with the most, they win the round. So this is going to be a fun way to do it, a fun thing to try out. It's going to help us talk about the episode and play along. So right now, if you're on YouTube, do people say hi? Do we have people talking in there?
Yeah, we have some people here.
Hey, everyone. Good to see you. The link should be in the video description, and you can just click on that. It should bring you to the App Store. Otherwise, it's Tally TV. Tally as in tallying up a bunch of votes. So that's how it works. So click on that, install that real quick. You can log in right with your Google account, your YouTube account if you have one. I think it's all connected, so you should be able to do that pretty easily. Yeah. What? Sorry. I've got my producer over here telling me, but I don't read lips very well. But it should take about 5 seconds. Actually, can you pull it up right now? Can you just show us on the App Store and then show it for the camera? Check this out.
But you want I wasn't listening to you.
The worst. No, it's okay. Pull up, find Tally in the App Store there. Yeah, and then show the guys so they see what it looks like. Feel happy when they know they're downloading the right one. Boom. Tally TV. A good one.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Boom. Look at that. So there's
this one right
there.
Here.
It is. Tally TV, get on there, join in. Hey, we do have Jester with the heart. Yeah, that's right. You guys can chat right in here. And on YouTube, we're monitoring the chat there. I'll ask every once in a while, do you want a code name? I'll call you Mouse from the Matrix. It's like running in the Matrix. Mouse, shout out if you've got anyone says anything on the YouTube chat there. You guys can still watch on YouTube. It's all integrated. You won't be able to vote though, of course. But sometimes that's fine. You just want to see what's going on. You want to watch us have some fun here. Good. So yeah, get that going. And then let's get our contestants on the screen. Are you ready for this? This is going to be the fun part. Let's see. Just a regular guy says, hey.
That's me.
Good to know. In fact, there's just a regular guy and there's Jester. Let's see. I both sent you invites to join the game. You guys should. Oh, good. Turn your.
Oh no.
Nice down.
Yeah.
Hello. Get out of here. Go to the other room.
Okay.
I don't think it lets me muted.
Turn your volume down.
I did turn my volume down.
Because the volume's coming.
Yeah, because we're like
right now. When you go there. All right.
Okay.
Let's make sure you guys can. When you go there.
I might have cheated. Yeah.
Thanks for sticking through that. Hope that sounded fun to everyone. Good. Can you actually? So now just turn your volumes up so you can hear me. In theory. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me, James?
Start closing the door.
All right, Mr. James. How are you doing?
Doing good.
Cool. This is perfect. I'm going to do this like a wrestling match, actually. In the bottom right corner, weighing in at some number of pounds, a Game of Thrones heavy hitter. He knows maybe more Game of Thrones trivia than I do. It is James.
Hi.
Say hey.
Hey.
Hi. And in the top right corner, or the top corner, depending on which way he's the one on top, weighing in at also some weight and knowing very little about Game of Thrones. If you guys have been here for our previous live sessions, he is basically, well, he's only seen these episodes of my recap, so there he is. It's Mr. Vince.
What's up, Brennan? I love your recaps. They've been so helpful.
Cool. Good. It's coming through. Everyone on the YouTube chat, can you guys hear the audio now? It's working out pretty well. People say okay. Cool. So this is pretty fun. Let's get started, guys. We're going to talk about the episode, and then I'm going to bring up some questions. Who else is here on tally? Do we have some more people watching? Yeah, looks like we got some people in. So are you guys ready for the first question?
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Yes, indeed. Okay. I'll tell you right now. This is a big one. Ready? Who will? I'm going to say it, and then I'm going to pop it up. And you guys won't be able to see the answers. You guys can't vote in this, but you guys at home, if you're watching this, go ahead and vote for what you think is going to happen. Vote for the answer, and you guys can impact how this happens. So the question is, who will win the Battle of King's Landing tonight? Okay, check that out. If you guys are viewing on the Tally app, you should be able to see the options right there. And you guys, I'll read them out for you. You'll be able to vote on them later. But who's going to win? Is it the good guys, some combination of Daenerys and Jon? Or will the bad guys win? Is it Cersei and Euron going to pull out the victory? Cat. Or is it actually just no one? Is it classic Game of Thrones? Everyone's going to die. What do you think? All right, that was the 30-second voting. I saw a bunch of votes come in. This is awesome. Cool. So, okay, cool. I could do this now. Perfect. So I see who won. And you guys watching at home, I think you guys know too. You saw how the popular votes came in. That's pretty much what I would have predicted too, I think, actually. That's what I'm feeling. Boom. Okay, it's out of the way. Now you can see my face again. But you guys at home, let's talk this out a little bit before you put in your votes. James, over to you first. What do you think about that? Who's going to win the Battle of King's Landing tonight?
Ooh. I think it's just going to be a straight good guy victory for this one. I don't see Jon or Danny getting hurt this episode. I think they're saving that for next week. But I think it'll be. I don't know. I think there's still some surprises for how Cersei and Euron are going to go out.
Victory to the good guys. I feel that. What about you, Vince? Any surprising takes?
I agree entirely with James, but I mean, we're guessing what the audience is saying, right?
That's true too. There's a couple different ways you can do it. You can try to predict what the audience thinks, or you can just go with your gut and see if the audience agrees.
So I think it's the same thing, though. I don't think there's enough trolls in the audience who are going to say that Cersei's going to win. I'd be shocked if the good guys don't at least score a minor victory.
Fair enough. I think that's a safe bet. Well, here I'm going to pose you guys a question now. You guys get to input your answer. Hopefully, that pop up for you. What did everyone pick? So you guys get to just type it in, I think, and then hit submit, hit lock it in. What do you think? How's it working?
It didn't give us like multiple choice, but I answered as best as I could.
Okay. Yeah, you can type it in. Same. It looks like you're both locked in. Are you guys ready to go? Yeah. Let's see what you guys predicted. Good guys from both of you. And you are actually correct. It was 71% of voters thought the good guys would take this one. I think that's pretty fair. What do you think, Mouse? Mouse agrees. I think that's there it is. I think that's the right call. We still have another episode after this one. As much as Game of Thrones can surprise you, it would be hilarious to me if they pulled out a Cersei and Euron victory. I think that would, be pretty funny, but it would be ultimately disappointing, right? We would all be like, "Come on, what was all this 8 seasons about?" What about the no one answer? That was a bold one. It looked like we had 14% of people thought no one was going to win at all. Could be just a mass battle tonight, mass carnage. What do you think?
I think that'd be pretty cool if there was just nobody on the Iron Throne at the end of it all.
Right?
Just kind of just desolate.
Between between the dragons, maybe Cersei's got the one dragon now, and Cersei's maybe got some more wildfire. King's Landing could all go up in smoke. That would be a twist as well. Exciting. How's it working on YouTube? Everyone can see it pretty well, can hear it pretty well. Chat says hey. Chat's like, hey, what are you doing? You're playing a game. Well, hey, thanks for joining us. Hope you're having some fun here before episode 5 tonight. Gonna be maybe the biggest episode of Game of Thrones yet.
Some really big claims going on in the chat.
Whoa.
I'd have to say.
What do people have to say there?
So we have Cersei loses because of Bran's vision, where Daenerys is at the throne room. There's Arya kills Dany, Cersei kills Arya, Jaime kills Cersei, and Sansa kills Jon, and Sansa will be on the throne.
Whoa.
I like that one. I think that's great. So a lot of your YouTube fans have some really great predictions out here that, anything could happen tonight. Anything could.
I know, that's why this episode's so fun. I'm kind of a Game of Thrones actually going to go down. We've got pop that up. Check that out. So my thoughts are, Jaime, it would be, it covers my face. That's fine. Jaime, it's the epic conclusion to his character arc could be, what about Arya? She's the master assassin, got the Night King. She might get Cersei too. She's on her list. Euron, how about that surprise twist? That would be a big one. I would be pretty surprised by that. And of course, Tyrion. He and his sister have always had a thing. He might crossbow her, just like Big Bad Daddy Tywin. It's entirely possible. Okay, cool. Got the votes in. I love it. Let's see what you guys thought. Oh, very interesting. Look at that. Contestants, you can't see this, but I'll tell you what. It's interesting. Boom. Yeah, never heard of this app. We've got someone checking in. Well, it's totally new. It's brand new. We are actually in the beta right now. You're one of the first people to test it out. So hopefully you get to see, we have some fun with it tonight, and it's pretty fun. Over to the contestants. Initial thoughts before you vote, Mr. James, who's now on top.
Yeah. So as the book reader, I think Jaime will probably end up doing it, but I would actually really like a Tyrion crossbow shot. So yeah. I'm gonna throw my vote. I'm gonna throw my vote there for this.
What about you, Vince? Who's the one to kill Cersei?
I feel pretty strongly it's Jaime, but I don't hate the Tyrion idea. I think that'd be pretty cool.
It's true. My favorite on this one is actually the Euron twist. I think it would be last episode. You remember they were on the wall together. I just had a thought. I was like, wouldn't it be hilarious if he just pushed her right off, seized control of King's Landing for himself? It's a little far-fetched, but Euron's kind of a crazy guy, so I wouldn't put anything past him. Perfect. Cool. I'm going to pop up the question for you guys. You guys get to lock it in what you think. Remember the options were Jaime. Actually, hold on. That's the voting again. Well, I'll tell you this in a second. Hold on. Boom. Okay, so now that's for all of you at home. That's a reminder of what the questions were. And now for you guys get to lock your answer in. Boom, go ahead, type it in. You remember the options were Jaime taking out his twin sister, completing his character arc. It was Arya, the master assassin. It was Euron seizing power for himself, or it was Tyrion Finally finishing off his rivalry there. What you think? Players have locked in their answers. Cool. Checking the winner. Oh, a Tyrion from Jester and a Jamie vote from just a regular guy. I'll tell you what, the answer was Jamie. It was 50% of viewers agreed that that's probably the most likely situation. At least one person, though, also did say Tyrion, so you're not alone in the world. That is
Just
one more point
one?
for Vince. It is 2-1, I think, as far as this goes. Yeah, it's going to be a big moment when Cersei dies, for sure. Assuming she does, of course. She might somehow, live happily ever after. Seems unlikely. She's been kind of the villain since the beginning, right? We'll see. Yeah, Jamie taking her out. I wonder if it will happen this episode. I wonder if it will happen next episode. It'll happen at all. Well, I have absolutely no idea still. We'll see. Let's jump right into the next one here. I want to plow through because I got some more awesome talking points on this. Boom. Okay, how about this question? This is something they started setting up last episode pretty heavily. Will Dany become the Mad Queen? Okay, what do you think about this one? One option, yes, she goes full on crazy. Something in her snaps, and she just like burn them all. Could happen that way. I think somewhat is a medium option. She stays sane, but she does kill a lot of civilians in this battle. And of course, no way, Michael Khaleesi is the hero. That's another pretty likely option as well. Yeah, I guess we'll see.
So we have a no, a Dany will die, and a 50-50 on YouTube. So it's all up in the air
totally
there.
Split on this. Yeah, the votes are in, and it's pretty close on this. Look at. Oh. Very interesting. Vince, what's your opinion on this? Now, I know you're a huge Dany fan. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you want me to say more? Yep. It's a yes or no question.
No, that's okay. You don't need to elaborate. I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you hottest on the show. He's a huge fan of that one. I was a. James, what about you? Who's the hottest on the show?
It's got to be my girl Marjorie. R.I.P. in peace.
She was taken from us too young, too early. All the Tyrells, they're gone now. We've moved on. Yeah, so let's Cersei become the Mad Queen. It's a toss-up, she has been the good guy. She's shown herself to be a level-headed ruler throughout. But on the other hand, sometimes she's burned all the masters, crucify them up. She's not afraid to dole out some vengeance when the time comes. So I'm interested to see how it goes. And now I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and lock in your answer. What do you think? Cersei Mad Queen? Yes, just a little bit, or no way? You guys at home, thanks for playing along. Thanks for joining me here as the pre-Game of Thrones live pre-show. We always have a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys are joining me for it. I cannot wait. All right, answers locked in. Jester with just a little bit, and just a regular guy with yes, cry face. Really good answers. Turns out the winner of this one is going to be just a regular guy, because the votes were totally split. We had 40% all the way yes, and 40% all the way no, and then there were 20 that said just a little bit. So actually, Jester, you are wrong on this one. Taking the hit, but Vince, you tied with them there, saying that Dany will go Mad Queen. I think it could happen. It would be sad, but I could see her snapping potentially and becoming a villain. That would just be such a tragic ending. Sounds kind of like Game of Thrones, actually. Cool. Yeah, awesome. That's all I have to say about that one. You guys can talk too, but I don't want to hear what you say about that. Get away. Don't spoil anything. Uh, let's see. Ooh, here's a really big thing that could happen this episode. We haven't talked about it yet. A couple smaller characters, but it's a big moment. Uh, who will win Clegane Bowl? Battle between the Hound and the Mountain. Sandor versus Gregor. It has to happen, right? It is basically confirmed. They've had the rivalry forever. Sandor's had his redemption arc, become somewhat of a good guy, whereas the Mountain has sort of gone full on undead at this point. It's a tough call. Mountain's really strong, obviously. He's a big guy. Oh, here's the for you guys voting at home. You got to vote now. I'm gonna read out the official answers for you guys checking in. One is, of course, the Hound. He defeats his brother. The other is the Mountain. He's the strong one. You know, he will win. Both die, of course, could happen in a tragic, Pyrrhic victory, or neither. They make peace and hug it out. That's that one doesn't seem as likely. But the votes are in. Cool. The audience has spoken. Interesting. Some interesting choices here. Check this out. You guys watching on the Tally TV app, you get to see that up there. I've seen the answer. Contestants. What do you think about this, James? Are you a Hound fan?
I do like the Hound, but I think both gonna die. I think somehow, the Hound's gonna have to like break his normal character and try and defend somebody. Like maybe Arya gets stuck in the fight or something, and then he's gonna sacrifice himself. So I think it's gonna be a both die situation.
Oh man, that sounds really cool. That would be sort of a sweet turn of events. I believe in it. Vince, what do you think? Now, you love strength in general. Are you a Mountain supporter?
Uh, no, I prefer the Hound, and I thought I thought he was going to win, but James's interpretation actually makes so much sense. I'm not going to follow it because I don't want to like copy him, but I think the Mountain's definitely dead. I think the Hound's 50-50.
Pretty tough call here. It's going to be a close battle. It's going to be an epic battle. I think that's something everyone can agree on. I can't wait to see them go at it. Two of the biggest guys, the strongest fighters, and so much history between them. At least on the Hound side, we don't get much of a insight into the Mountain's head, besides just like kill. But we'll see. Here, I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and lock in your answers, contestants. Boom, who's going to win? Remember, the choices were the Hound fully, the Mountain fully, both die, or hug it out. You know, maybe they'll fight for a bit, realize, hey, we're brothers. We should be fighting. We should be hugging. Go ahead and lock in your answers there. For you guys watching on YouTube, thanks for watching along. Tell me in the chat what you think. Mouse, how's the chat looking? What do they think about Clegane Bowl?
Oh, well, a lot of both die, or the Hound is about to die. And Arya, this was one that I'm about to die, and Arya doesn't let the Mountain.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, both will die. Sandor dies killing Mountain. Both will be dead. So, who knows?
Oh man, some really cool things. Miss Cast, thanks for joining in with that prediction. I like that one a lot too. That's really fun. Guys, check out Miscast's channel. Actually, Miscast Entertainment. They do really fun podcasts. They talk about all the entertainment stuff. A lot of good Game of Thrones stuff there. I'm on a few episodes. But let's see what James and Vince think. Ooh, from James, a both die, and from Vince, a Hound. Yeah, you guys stuck with your answers, what you were thinking about. The top audience voted one this time was the Hound is victorious. That's where the audience think. It was pretty close though. There were definitely some votes for both die on there. So I think this is basically 3-1. Vince beating James. The Game of Thrones noob beating the Song of Ice and Fire expert. It's the upset of the century right here.
No.
But I love it. I love the way it goes sometimes. Yeah, Game Bowl's gonna be sweet. I can't wait. I would love for Arya to get involved. That would be fun. You know, she has she has history with both of them too. She's the Hound's BFF, and the Mountain, was the one who captured her originally at Harrenhal, tortured all her friends and stuff. So, yeah, she's definitely on his list as well. Let's move right along here. I wanna get this going before the episode starts. We got just over half an hour left, guys. Sooner, yeah. Oh no, we're gonna end with half an hour before the episode because I've got some more things to do. I've got to eat a pizza, and among other things. Not too much info on my life. Okay, we are down actually to the last question here, so this is big time. This is maybe going beyond even this episode, but to the end. Who will sit the Iron Throne at the end of the series? Right? Check that out. Option 1 for you: Jon and or Daenerys. Good guys win. Right? Option 2: Cersei will actually be the one. It's Game of Thrones. Maybe the bad guys win. Third option is other. There's a million other people it could be. So, I only have 4 options here. Just any of the others. Sansa, Bran. We'll find out how that goes. And the fourth one is no one. The Iron Throne gets destroyed, and that's just how it goes. Cool. A lot of votes came in this time. Thanks everyone for joining in there. Boom. Let's go ahead and show those winners to everyone who's watching right now on Tally. You get to see that breakdown. That's hilarious. That's interesting to me. I sort of thought, well, I won't say anything to spoil it for our contestants here, except that it is a surprising one for Mr. Man of Recaps. Boom. All right, contestants, are you ready for this? Don't tell me your predictions yet. We'll talk about it after you vote. That way you won't spoil each other. What do you think? Exactly. You agree. One in the chat was Sir Pounce. Of course, that was Tommen's kitten, who I think the showrunners confirmed made it out alive. He's still around. I'm going to ask you guys to lock in your answers here. We're going to see what you think about this. It's all the money. James, you can still win this too. Jester guy, you're not out of it yet. There is a final thing that will be pretty exciting for you. But go ahead and lock in your answers to this one. It's currently 3-2, 3-1. The guys, Jon/Daenerys, either one or both were linked together. Option 2 was, of course, Cersei. She somehow survives and makes it on the end. Option 3 being other. Any of the other characters. People love Sansa these days. People love Bran these days, which seems crazy to me. And fourth being no one. Iron Throne's destroyed. Westeros, becomes 7 separate kingdoms again. Becomes a democracy. Just explodes entirely. We'll see. Go ahead, get those locked in. I'm excited to find out how it ends. I have my prediction sealed in an envelope over in the corner. I'm going to open it after the final episode. You guys can see how that goes, see if I was right. I was very confident in episode 1. I'm much less confident now. Showing the winner. Just a guy votes for good guys, Jon and Danny. Just a regular guy took the field, voted for other, specifically Ghost. That's hilarious. I don't know if it'll be Ghost, but this one also goes to Vince, just a regular guy. Other swept the popular vote. It was 73, and basically only a handful of votes for any of the others. That's surprising to me. I thought good guys would take it as well. Jester, I was with you on that one. How are you feeling after being defeated so soundly by Vince?
You know what? The better man won, I think. That's what I think.
Yeah, Vince, how does it feel to be such a Game of Thrones expert? I think you got basically every single one with the popular vote.
Yeah. Well, I think Family Feud is one of the things where less is more. So the fact that I know so little, I've picked up on all the important things, and your recaps have actually been incredible for this, right? So I'd like to dedicate my victory to you.
Thank you. You know what? I'm happy to accept the victory. As I said, though, there is a twist at the end, a final dilemma for you contestants. You have an option to split or steal the pot. By the way, there is, in theory, there's money on this. You guys have made maybe $2 for each right answer, and the pot has been growing. Ooh. So now you're faced with the prisoner's dilemma at the end. If you both choose split, you split the pot. It's nice and happy. If one of you chooses steal and the other doesn't, you get the full amount for yourself. And if you both choose steal, though, you guys neither gets anything, right? This is going to be. I'm excited to see what you guys pick on this. I know one of you at least is cutthroat. I know the other one's also cutthroat. And you guys can't talk about it, though. Don't no making. Well, actually, you could. You could agree, split, and then cheat them. What do you think? Is that what you guys are going to do?
Are we not
Are we
supposed
gonna
to
have
say?
to type in our answers?
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to type it in. I'm going to bring it up for you now. Are you guys ready? We're going to have you do it, and then we'll find out if you guys are, you guys are friendly, or you're playing the Game of Thrones Littlefinger style. Let's see what you put. Yeah, put it in there. Just type in split or steal. We'll find out how it goes.
I already know how this is gonna go.
I'm pretty excited, actually. This is going to be funny. Get those answers locked in. I feel like the best way to do it. Well, we'll see. Players have locked in their answers. We have a steal from Gesture Guy. Oh man. Oh, Vince going to the good guys right at the end. Totally blowing it for yourself. Blowing a 3-1 lead. Oh, classic. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So disappointing. That's exciting. Guys, well, there you go. Our first interactive show, Game of Thrones predictions. Only half an hour until the episode. Get your HBOs ready. I'm super excited. Thanks for joining me here on hosted on Tally TV. We're in the beta. It's very fun. What? I'm so bad at reading lips.
He's so bad at this. So make sure you guys go on Twitter and your reaction to @Man of Recaps,
Yes.
so we can see how you guys felt about this episode, which is supposed to be the biggest of the season. We'd love to hear from you, and we'll see you guys next week and talk about your predictions versus his.
Absolutely. I love Twitter, and I'm so bad at it. But yeah, tweet at me. I want to see what you guys think. Thanks for joining me. Enjoy the episode. Man of Recaps out.